What's poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We've got what I would call finals if it was not table 5 and under. So 4th round, table 5, we've got a blue flare and we have Bugs. Johnny on Gotcha Bugs. And we do have blue flare on the right as well. Early Kiriha and the Gaussmon. But a living Ukomon is, I guess, technically ideal, because that means when that Gaussmon comes up, we get to keep the pressure on. Kind of rookie rushing right now, but Bazinga hitting into the Kiriha Nene does set up quite nicely, and Johnny having to commit 2 bodies to board in order to try and find that level 4 is going to pay that 1 cost Evo. Then we're going to go for the training crack to go into Meta Life, although he is going to gain the memory back from having the Stingmon and the Tentomon. Then we're going to go into the Tyrant. Tyrant is going to suspend both and then pop the Kiriha Nene, because he's already going to be over the memory setter amount, so doesn't feel too bad about the Kiriha being live. He's going to swing, going to get redirected thanks to the Meta Life, and it's going to float into the Greymon. Greymon going to check that top 4, and so I'm going to take the Mailbird and the Zeke, bottom deck the Kiriha. And things get pretty difficult. Honestly, this matchup feels pretty bad, because even though, yes, they go multiple wide and you get the swings, as long as you have Meta Life and as many Izzies as you can get, then you do get pretty decent value out of it. You're going to see our first Metal Greymon hit the ground, which is going to get that double freeze. But one of the interesting things as well is that as long as you make sure you use the Izzy first, then you're always putting the pressure in. We are going to use the Meta Life to redirect the Deca Greymon into it, so the Armor Purge does come down. But it is, of course, swing and suspend. Going to go into the Metal Greymon and attempt to swing for 2 checks there. So nice little navigation there from Peter to try and get around that redirect. We're going to go into the Z Greymon, which is going to give him back the 2. Swinging for the 2 checks, and we put him on lethal, but on 1 memory, we do not have a means of closing it out. It would be crazy if he was on Blitz Omni. If he was on Blitz Omni, that would have been the craziest tempo turn of all time. But we are on table 5, so that joint ain't happening. Meta Life is going to come down. Going to get the suspension onto the Grand Kuaga, and then when it's suspended, it gets to put Sec +1 somewhere. But everything's been target stunned, so it actually doesn't matter. We're going to go into the second Tyrant. And now that the second Tyrant has hit the field, suspend the first Tyrant to bottom deck 1, suspend the Shiva to bottom deck the other, and that's another board cleared. 7 memory to work with. And we have 2 Meta Lives, 1 Izzy, so that's 3 redirects. And he can't use option cards thanks to the Shiva, which means he has to make this Metal Greymon with the cards that are in Can't Blazinga. We have a Shivamon. But that is Johnny's fault. That is Johnny's fault. I think it's been a while since he's actually had to resolve Shiva, but it's not just offensive option cards. Yeah, he's going to read it now, so he's going to realize that he can't do it. So yeah, I think it's like too many cards revealed. It's whatever at this point. But it'll be worth knowing for the second for the second game is that yes, Shiva does turn off all of the options. At the unsuspend phase, we are going to just burn that top card of security. Going to swing and give Sec +1 presumably to a Tyrant that is going to become unaffected. Just going to get that 1 check. Oh, okay, never mind. He does, yeah, he does put it onto the Tyrant. We're just going to swing, 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 and take game 1.
Matrix Digivolution.
Yeah, today's sponsor is me. I appreciate everyone supporting me as they have, and there are plenty of other ways to support the memberships. Twitch Prime and all of that are great ways to do so, and just making sure that in addition to slapping like down and making sure you are subscribed, there are plenty of other things that I do that I really love doing and take a lot of work, and appreciate if you guys also gave them a shout and gave us some honest feedback on them, because the only way we can make them better is if people tell us what they like and dislike. But yeah, that's it for today's sponsor. Appreciate you if you didn't skip it. Back to the video.
So let's get ready to go into game 2. I want to say a massive thank you to all the supporters that have been helping out the channel with your memberships. If you want to join them, hit the join button. But at the top, we do have the Mega, Justice Josh, and Ultimate here on YouTube, as well as the Tier 3 on Twitch. For our Ultimates on YouTube, we do have the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the 6, and 3 Strike Rule. Whilst that second shuffle up is going, we'll say a big ol' thank you to the champions who do get access to podcast content a month early from the bonus episodes. Shinny Carey, Coffee Deus, DHM, Solar Ouroboros, and Seb Bainbridge Coombs. And we are going to open up with a Wanyamon and a Blazing, which is going to hit into no rookies, but takes the Greymon and the Metal Grey, as well as playing out the Kiriha Nene. Rookie in the back and the green memory boost to answer back. How do we get the one choke? Okay, gonna go for the Izzy early. I actually don't hate this. Memory setup was super important. And since there's no rookie, you kind of know that you have a little bit of extra time. I'm gonna get that double hit from that Greymon that is gonna get suspended by the Tento. So Tento can punch over it. We did see a Veemon revealed earlier. We're gonna see that Rhino go through. Ooh, into the Shivamon to lock out options. I dig it. An HPD in hand, it's always there. Clearing the body means that the start of main, we're not going to be going to 3 off the Nene. I think you can still crack delay options under Shivamon. I'm actually not sure. Because Shiva came out before... Well, I say before delay options. No, not really, because the Memboost came before BT8. Way Alliance, as we are going to see the Lotmon package. Johnny is trying to push damage, and then we're going to use the Tyrant, evolving for 2 over the level 6. Plays out the Metal Life, which is going to suspend and bot deck the Digimon. We do have the 2 Tamers, so we're able to get a little bit of extra value here. And of course, now option cards are live, thanks to Shiva no longer being on board. We're going to see the first Metal Greymon of this game with the Sec +1. Is going to get the freeze, and we're going to go for the boost in order to go into Deca Greymon to target stun the Tyrant. Alright, gonna see, also, oh wait, no, that's not even Deca Grey, that's Cyber Launcher. Cyber Launcher loading a source in order to spin a 3. It does still have Armor Purge, so it's still going to be fine when it swings in. And now, because of the last game, Johnny has to try and figure out how he wants to do this. Is going to get the redirect? Oh yeah, with the Izzy, because there's no Meta Life in the stack. So, I mean, if we had it again, then Peter would be able to go for that crazy extension that we saw last time, but not this time. Put the Kabuterimon in. Kabuterimon going to swing. Oh, no. Is Kabuterimon going to get suspended as we go with the Tyrant, and that's another body down as we just... So many bugs. And look at the control. It's almost Hydra-esque. It's actually almost Hydra-esque out of all of this. Also, yeah, Johnny didn't realize that Tentomon was in all turns, so he redirected into the Meta Life stack rather than the one that had the memory steal, because he didn't realize that he could have been stealing memory with half of his Tyrant stacks, playing defense. Very, very funny. It is looking kind of rough here. We're going to see the rush come through, and then we are going to get the freezes on the Metal Grey, and again, yeah, this is really looking pretty rough. We are going to try and go swing and suspend, but it's just going to material save down as we do get the quick redirect there. We're going to see Zudo, which is going to strip and bounce, but with 2 sideways Tyrants, there's really not much you can do here. This one going to be swing that 1 check. It's going to go into Veemon Ace, which is going to Digivolve, and then we are going to swing through. I mean, to be fair, Rhino probably can, yeah. Rhino into this is going to pop a Tamer as well. Overflow 7. Yeah, Overflow 7, then there goes the Tamer that has the sources, so just sets up everything here. Here comes Okuamon. Okuamon gonna swing. Ah, yes, he was under the little ice wall tag, the -2. Still, we're going to keep fighting it out as best we can. Still got 1 Tamer, so still enough to be able to get the memory to be able to go for the freeze. Only gets the freeze 1 though, and is going to try and swing through the body, but Once again, redirect for redirect. Gonna play an Ukomon, but this is gonna be us closing things out. There was even a quartz to lock things down. If you like what you saw and you do want to see more, then make sure to hit the like button on your way out. And as always, have yourselves a damn good one.